In the last episode, we talked about how important it is to think from the perspective of your fulfilled self, not focusing on how to achieve something, but feeling as if it's already yours. And today we are going to go one step further. I remember a quiet evening a few years ago. I was sitting on my balcony, wrapped in a blanket, watching the city lights flicker. My journal lay open in my lap, and I had just written down the sentence, "Who do I want to become?" And then suddenly I froze. Not because I didn't have had dreams, but because I realized I had spent years reinforcing a version of myself that no longer felt true, a version shaped by doubt, fear, and past pain. And at that moment, something clicked. I didn't need to fix my outer world, I needed to transform my identity. And this isn't just a beautiful idea, it's rooted in neuroscience, quantum physics, and energetic truth. Because neurologically speaking, your identity is based on the neural networks formed by repeated thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And your brain loves repetition. This means that every thought you think over and over again strengthens specific connections, like tiny trails that eventually become big highways, and these patterns shape your self-image, your perception, and your choices. Neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza says that neurons that fire together wire together, and that means if you regularly think I'm not good enough or I will never make it, that those thoughts literally become part of your brain structure and therefore part of your experienced reality. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't think about each step, you just do it. And why? Because repetition created a pattern and your identity works the same way. And the good news, your brain is plastic. This ability is called neuroplasticity. It allows you to dissolve old patterns and create new ones, but it also requires conscious repetition of the new thoughts, feelings, and also actions, because you're building a new neural roadmap. One that no longer holds you in the past, but aligns you with your desired future. It's like learning a new language. At first it feels foreign, but the more you practice, the more fluent you become. And the same goes with your identity. So now let's talk about the quantum field. Quantum physics, especially through experiments like the double-slit experiment, has shown that the observer affects reality. And this means that reality isn't fixed, it's potential. Because there are infinite versions of you. For example, a healthy, wealthy, joyful, and creative you. And they all exist simultaneously in the quantum field. The question is just, which version are you activating with your awareness? It's like a wardrobe full of outfits. All versions of you are hanging there, and the one you wear consistently becomes your reality. Dr. Joe Dispenza calls this the shift from cause and effect to causing an effect. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances, but the conscious creator of your reality. And that happens by choosing your identity. Your identity is the observer that collapses quantum possibilities into lived experience. And the key is that you choose it with your frequency, your unique mix of thoughts, emotions, and actions. But what does frequency actually mean? It's an energetic state. Think of it like a radio station. If you're tuned into 55.5 megahertz, you only will hear what's being broadcasted there. So if your dominant energy is fear, lack, or doubt, you will only perceive realities that reflect those emotions. But when you begin to think, I'm worthy, I'm capable, and my life is full of remarkable opportunities, and fuel those thoughts with elevated emotions, you will change your frequency and start to resonate with new outcomes. And that's where the identity shift happens. You don't need to change the world around you, you reprogram your inner world. And not just someday, the best moment would be now. Because the moment you begin to see yourself as the version you want to become, everything changes. You start thinking, speaking, and acting differently, and that sends new signals into the field. You literally become a magnet for different results. And this isn't just wishful thinking, it's applied neuroscience paired with quantum reality. Your brain starts wiring new patterns, and your body starts adapting to new emotional states. Not the old low-frequency states, stress and fear, but the new high-frequency states, trust and joy. Your perception shifts. You stop pushing and start receiving. And what matters most is that you must, and I normally don't like to use the word must, but in this case it's really appropriated, because you really must allow yourself to think differently about who you are. Your creativity, your energy, and your vision, they are really valuable, just as you are valuable. And choosing a new identity doesn't mean becoming someone else. It means remembering who you were all along. Free, capable, and complete. So let's say together, I am a magnet for abundance in every aspect of my life. Remarkable opportunities recognize me without even having to try. Money loves me and is drawn to me. I trust myself and I love myself so much. And these weren't just pretty sentences, they are neurological and energetic signals, a conscious point of creation. Welcome to your new reality. Your mental transformation starts now. So if this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who's ready to choose a new path, and let us know what new identity will you choose today. You're remarkable, so let's grow together. Remarkableize us and hit the subscribe button so you will never miss another episode about mental transformation and life's remarkable opportunities again. All the best, your Alex.